This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 Ford F350. It's a regular cab. It's a long bed with a utility box, single rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's two-wheel drive. It's an XL, which is crank windows, vinyl floor, utility seat, fabric. It does have tilt, it does have cruise, it does have a CD player, it does have air conditioning, and it's an automatic. Anyway, it was a donation vehicle. Some plumbing company donated. They're upgrading all of their vehicles in the San Jose area to newer Fords. So they donated this to charity, which was nice of them and great for us. It's a nice truck. We got it here, we do an inspection. This is what it looks like. My guys write nice truck. And we bulletproofed it just to make sure it's a nice truck. No reason for doing that other than increasing the value of the truck, and it's a nice truck, and it was easy to do because it's in good shape. Anyway, when we get them here, we do the inspection. Like I said, that's what it looks like, and I got my little cheat sheets. Bulletproof EGR cooler, new. A new Ford oil cooler, new IPR, new gaskets, Rotella oil, and coolant. We also did a windshield, new wipers. Driver door cylinder and ignition is new. Apparently somebody got locked out of the truck at some point and wanted in. And passenger taillight's new. We are waiting for a handle on one of the utility doors to show up. It didn't show up before the detail was done on it. So we're gonna do the video and wait for it. When it gets here, we'll install it and it'll be fine. It showed up with these tires, which basically look like they're brand new. I mean, they look brand new. So I would imagine this company had lots and lots of trucks, and this was just one of them, and they just pretty much, there's a little bit of a scrape there. They throw them under the bus at a certain number of miles or years and get a new one, or new ones. I'll bet they bought maybe dozens or maybe even up over 100. This is too nice a truck just to let go unless you've got pounds and pounds of money and don't really care. I would say that that's what the case is here. Lots and lots of money, and they're not too concerned about this truck or losing a bunch of money, and has a donation, they can write it off, etc. So there you go. The only thing we didn't fix, and we never fix on these work trucks, are torn seats, because they all have them and they all have them in the same spot. When I get to the driver's side, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The very side of the truck, always, of the seat, is always torn on these. That's fabric. There. I'm not sure if I can open this thing or not with one hand. I can't. Oh, you know what? There's a thing in here. I'm doing this. One person doing this is not a good idea. Anyway, that opens up, but I can't get it to function because apparently the cabinet is smarter than the guy doing the video. But it opens and there's, you know, a bunch of space up there, and pretty standard in utility trucks what's going on there. Undercarriage here. Light here. Hitch there. And there's the handle we're missing right here. That's what we're waiting to show up. A little undercarriage here. The purpose of these videos is not so much to sell the truck. It's really not at all. It's to make sure that the truck ends up at the right house, right business in this case, probably. Very easy for us to sell vehicles. 500 to 1,000 people a day will see this truck online, and there's no need to BS when you have that much attention. So really the goal is to make sure that people know what they're buying. give them as much information so they can make a good decision. And that way people are always happy, and we have happy customers, and the right car ends up at the right house. All right. Our Kelly Blue Book on this truck, we always give as much information as we can. Here it is. It's a range here, 10,790 on the high end, 10,600 on the suggested retail price. They don't know that when they do Kelly that it's bulletproof. It's obviously worth quite a bit more money now that it's been bulletproof. There's all the equipment that I booked it in with. That'll be in the ad. You can read that there. Here's the Carfax for this thing. There's the VIN, no accident damage, one owner, which is almost always the case with these utility trucks. This is the date. It was done 12/2/16, this Carfax. There's nothing really here. It's really boring. This is what a Carfax looks like on a truck, on a one-owner truck that a utility or a big company owns, because they usually do their own in-house service. So you don't see much of anything really. But people want to see that, and when we have it, we provide it. Information is good. Alright. Like I said, it's already been bulletproof. There's zero blow-by. Excellent news. There's your Ford stamp on this fender, so that's an original fender. Ford stamp right there. Cap stickers where they belong. Should be another Ford stamp right there. Should be another one right there. It's a nice truck. This one is going to disappear very quickly. And there's your torn seat. If you look at the other trucks that we have that are utility trucks, I don't know if I think we still have a couple, or at least look in on the sold list. You'll see at the bottom of the page for our vehicles. I think there's a couple utility trucks. You'll see this seat, and they're torn exactly there every time. Just get if you'd have to add like $150 to the price of this car, just go buy a seat cover for $29, and you'll save yourself $150 from buying from us. Or do nothing, because that's what they do, and they do that in that same spot every time. We get a seatbelt on. All right, let's see. There's tow, on and off. See that? On, off, right? We got tilt wheel here. We tilt it down here. There we go. All right, let me move this seat up a little bit because I'm short. There we go. All right. Aftermarket radio. There we go. That's that. Let's see. Air conditioning. Right now it's got a heater on because, believe it or not, it's freezing in Tucson. It's really cold. For us, it's like probably 50 degrees right now. I'm going to go to the air conditioning even though I'm not going to like it. And yeah, it's already going cold. Yeah, that's enough. I don't need any more of that. All right. Let's go for a ride. All right, this truck's on a clear title. If you come to Tucson and drive it home, which you're welcome to do, you will pay tax and dock fee. A dock fee of $250, and taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So, very simple. If you come here to drive it home, you're going to pay your state tax rate, plus our city tax of 2%, plus a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, if you're going to ship, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We'll notarize it, sign it off to you, and we will mail it to you. We will scan everything into your online file so you'll be able to see it, front and back of the title, notarized and everything. We will also, what else? We will also scan in the envelope, the mailing envelope to you. So you will have that. What else? Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale. All right, so please make sure you get your deposit in. Bulletproofed, very clean, almost perfectly straight. Utility trucks do not happen very often. I'm sure this is going to go quickly. We advertise them as bulletproofed, and when people see that, they go. Okay? So please make sure that you get that done. The deposit in. If you're going to go through all these pictures and all this stuff, you're going to donate maybe an hour of your time, be ready to get the deposit in. There's probably somebody else doing the same thing at the same time. So you don't want to get home after looking at all these pictures and watching the video and blah, 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 and then find out that you've been beaten to the deposit. So when you start this process, it's my advice is to be ready to go, okay? Warranty speech. It is a 170,000 mile, 12-year-old truck. There's no warranty. We give you all this information, videos, pictures, Carfax, Kelly Blue Book, title, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you know, we can take as much risk out of this as possible. At the end of the day, we are not Nostradamus. We do not know what is going to happen to this truck. At the, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make it to that light, the next light. I don't know if we're going to make it back to my shop right now. I would not bet my life on it. Why? Because it's used. I've seen brand new Porsches, $200,000 cars, come off a shipping truck with 8,000 miles with blown motors. So I am not going to be the guy to tell you that this thing is not going to need something the day you get it. All right? I'm going to tell you that I think it's a pretty nice damn truck today, but I'm not going to tell you it's going to need nothing tomorrow, because I don't know. We do owe you a handle on that work box, and with that will get done. But at the end of the day, when you take possession of it, it's yours, and we are not writing checks for repairs. It's a nice running truck. Nice, smooth ride. Great set of tires. I can't imagine needing anything, but the day you get it, if it needs something, whether it's an injector or air conditioning compressor or a radio or an engine or a transmission or a hub or whatever it is, you're buying it, okay? This is how we find the right people for the right vehicle. We just tell it like it is, all right? And it works great for us, and everyone's happy at the end of the day. So, anyway, if I were running the shop and I needed a utility truck, this is the one I would buy, for sure. I'm going to try to get a little bit of speed going here. I like that it's a single rear wheel, 1 ton also. That helps a little bit. The dualies are a little bit more difficult to drive around and get around and drive-throughs and stuff. If I were buying a utility truck, I'd buy a single rear wheel. I see too many wheel flares destroyed. Anyway, nice running truck. Thank you for your time. Please check out all the video. Ask questions of your friends if you don't know what's happening with these things with 6.0s. Ask about it, Google it, get your ducks in a row correctly, and be ready with your deposit when you start on our site. All right, thank you.